Hello everyone, welcome to TMC EHub channel. My name is Pratibha. We are making a series of videos for all competitive exams in all over India. In that series, today we are going to discuss about the neighboring countries of India, which is very important part in geography. Let's see about intro about the neighboring countries of India. India is a country that is located in southern Asia and the second most populous country in the world after China. India is the second most populous country in the world after China and also the seventh largest country in the world in terms of area. Important point, India is the seventh largest country in the world in terms of area. India is covered by the Indian Ocean on the south side and Arabian Sea on the southwest side and Bay of Bengal on the southeast side. Indian Ocean is connected with three water bodies, that is Indian Ocean on the south side, Arabian Sea on the southwest side and Bay of Bengal on the southeast side. India has a total land border of 15,106.7 kilometers and the coastal line of 7,516 kilometers including island territories. The kilometers are not exactly important, just look at it. Neighboring countries of India includes, first one is Afghanistan and Pakistan on the northwest side. Here we can see in our map. First one Afghanistan and Pakistan on in northwest side. Another China, Bhutan and Nepal in the north side. We can see here China, Bhutan and Nepal in the north side and Bangladesh and Myanmar in the east side. We can see here Bangladesh and Myanmar. Bangladesh and Myanmar in the east side. These are the bordering countries. Once I repeat it, Afghanistan, Pakistan in the northwest side, China, Bhutan and Nepal in the north side, Bangladesh and Myanmar in the east side. Neighboring countries of India with sea borders includes Sri Lanka in the southeast side and Maldives in the southwest side. We can see neighboring countries only with sea borders. Have two countries, that is Sri Lanka and Maldives. We can see here. Sri Lanka in the southeast side with sea borders. Here we can see Sri Lanka in the southeast side and southwest side Maldives. These are the two sea border countries neighboring with India. This is about intro about the neighboring countries of India. There are total 9 neighboring countries of India, out of which 7 countries share their land borders and 2 countries share their sea borders. Let's see what are the neighboring countries bordering with India with Indian states, bordering states. First one, neighboring country and bordering states. First one, Pakistan. Pakistan with Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Gujarat and Rajasthan. We can see here. Rajasthan, Gujarat, Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir shares the border with Pakistan. Let's see another country, that is Afghanistan. Afghanistan shares with Jammu Kashmir, that is POK. POK means Pak occupied Kashmir. Afghanistan shares border with Indian state, that is Jammu and Kashmir. We can see here. Here. Another important country, that is China. China shares border with Indian states, that is Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. This is about China. Another one is Nepal. Nepal shares border with Sikkim, West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Sikkim shares border with Nepal shares border with Sikkim, West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Another countries, Bhutan. Bhutan shares border with Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Sikkim and West Bengal. Bhutan shares border with Indian states, that is Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Sikkim and West Bengal. Let's see another important country, that is Bangladesh. Bangladesh shares border with West Bengal, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Tripura and Assam. We can see here West Bengal, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Tripura and Assam. This is Bangladesh with Mizoram, West Bengal, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. Another important country, that is Myanmar. Myanmar with Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram and Nagaland. Myanmar with the states are Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram and Nagaland. These are the countries shares their land border with India. Let's see what are the sea border countries. First one is Sri Lanka, as an island nation in the Indian Ocean, southeast of the Indian subcontinent. The Sri Lanka sea border shares in the southeast of the Indian subcontinent. Another sea border, that is Maldives. Maldives as an island country in the Indian Ocean, South Asia and southwest side of India. Sri Lanka is southeast side and Maldives is southwest side. These are the neighboring countries and bordering states of India. Let's see some international lines. First one is Radcliffe Line. On the 17th August 1947, the border line that is separated from India and Pakistan is known as the Radcliffe Line. Between India and Pakistan, which is separated on the 17th August of 1947, we can observe here. This is Radcliffe Line between Pakistan and India. You can see here Radcliffe Line. Let's see some more information about Radcliffe Line. The Radcliffe Line is spread through the Run of Kutch in Gujarat to the international border in Jammu and Kashmir, dividing India and Pakistan into two different countries. The Radcliffe Line separated through the Run of Kutch, which is in Gujarat, and to the international border in Jammu and Kashmir, dividing the India and Pakistan into two countries. Radcliffe Line divided India into three halves. That is known as a line of, it is also known as a line of control. The Radcliffe Line is also known as the line of control. Important point we can see here. And the three halves is, that is West Pakistan, East Pakistan and India. The three halves is, that is West Pakistan, East Pakistan and India. This is about Radcliffe Line. You can see here. Starts from Run of Kutch and Gujarat to the international border of Jammu and Kashmir, separating the India and Pakistan into two countries. Let's see another important line, that is McMahon Line. McMahon Line is the demarcation line agreed between the Tibet and British Raj as part of the 1947 Simla Convention. We can see McMahon Line is the demarcation of line agreement between Tibet and British Raj as part of the Simla Convention in 1914, separating their respective spheres of influence in the eastern Himalayan region along the northeastern India and North Burma, that is Myanmar. It is separating, the Radcliffe Line is between the Tibet and the British Raj in 1947, today between Arunachal Pradesh, that is India. The Republic of China was not a party to the agreement, but representative has agreed overall the boundary of Tibet, which include as the McMahon line. We can see here. This is McMahon line between India and China in the state of India, that is Arunachal Pradesh, near to Arunachal Pradesh. We can see this is the location of China. This is about McMahon line, that is between India and China, that is Tibet and British Raj in 1947. Today it is between India and China in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Let's see another important international line, that is line of actual control. In 1957, China occupied Aksai Chin and built a road through it. In 1957, we can see here, in 1957, China occupied Aksai Chin and built a road through it. We can see the Aksai Chin location here. This is Aksai Chin location. This episode was followed by intermittent clashes around the border, within which finally concluded in the line of border war in 1962. The boundary which came into existence after the war came to known as the line of actual control. Here we can see this is the line of actual control. This is line of actual control came into exist after the border war of 1962 between Aksai Chin and India, that is between China and India. This is very important, line of actual control. This is about line of actual control. Let's see some border guarding forces in different states with different countries. In Assam, it is called as Assam Rifles, and guards of the Indo-Myanmar border, and on border security force, guards of the Indo-Pakistan and Indo-Bangladesh borders, Indian Tibetan border police, guards of the Indian China borders, and Sahastra Seema Ball. These are some border guarding forces in between India and India with other countries. Let's see about ICG. ICG means Indian Coast Guard. Is a maritime law enforcement and search and rescues agency of India with jurisdiction over its territorial waters, including contiguous zone and exclusive economic zone. The Indian Coast Guard was formally established in 1st January in 1977 by the Coast Guard Act 1978 of the Parliament of India. This is not much important. The Coast Guard works in the close operation with Indian Navy, Department of Fisheries, Department of Revenue, that is Customs, and Central Armed Police Officers under the State Police Services. This is about ICG. Just look it and leave. Not much important. Let's see about India's relation with its neighbors. First one, India and Maldives. National College for Policing and Law Enforcement was inaugurated by the India's External Affairs Ministers during his 2-day visit to Maldives in 2022. There is recently agreement between India and Maldives, that is a National College for Policing and Law Enforcement by External Affairs Minister of India, and Afghans, an Indian company, signed a contract for the largest ever infrastructure project in Maldives. Important point, the new project, that is Greater Mail Connectivity Project between the India and Maldives. This is about small information about India and Maldives relation. Let's see about another important country, that is India and Bhutan. India-Bhutan Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Important treaty. There is a treaty between India and Bhutan, that is Treaty of Peace and Friendship in 1949. And this hydropower corporation comes under the 2006 Agreement of Cooperation in Hydropower. Important corporation, that is hydropower, comes under into 2006 Agreement of the Corporation of Hydropower. This is about India and Bhutan. Let's see about India and Nepal. The two countries signed 5 agreements, including one between the Sutlej Nigam Limited and Nepal Electricity Authority for the development and implementation of the 490 megawatts hydropower projects. There are 5 signed agreements, that is with Sutlej and Limited and Nepal Electricity Authority for the development and improvement of 490 megawatts for hydropower project. And Nepal also invited Indian companies to invest in the West Sethi hydropower project in Nepal. Nepal also invited Indian companies to invest in the West Sethi hydropower projects in Nepal. This is about India-Nepal relationship. Let's see about India and Sri Lanka. India and Sri Lanka signed MOU that provided India to set up hydropower projects in 3 islands. Important point, India and Sri Lanka signed in MOU that provide India is set up hydropower project, which is very important for economical benefits in 3 islands. And India and Sri Lanka have also agreed to set up the Maritime Recuse Coordination Center, signaling greater defense sector collaboration between the neighbors. India and Sri Lanka also agreed with the Maritime Coordination Center. This is about India and Sri Lanka. This is about our total video, that is neighboring countries of India. Thank you.